And the Nittany Lions' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. From the gun, the running back has it. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13. Let's take a minute to talk about the big picture for Buffalo. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. From the gun, the ground game. And he is just engulfed in the line by this giant defensive tackle. Guys, just take a minute.
You calling me or Ty?
Programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off big scoring for diamonds in the rough. But it looks as though they won this battle with a commitment from the 3-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program. He's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away. And if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to be trying to find ways to get this 3-star the ball.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
All right, I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He misses his man. The accuracy just...
This nigga Russell Wilson just threw a fucking bomb. Oh, fucking pass.
Geographical footprint. The Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They boot it away.
Boss, we hanging in there in the first quarter.
Let's see exactly where they were.
Shit, we hanging. I throw a pick, but we got the ball back. It's quarterback ass.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Looking downfield, it's Blake. He'll throw it. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in. Let's take a minute to talk about the big picture for Buffalo. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster. They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to get the corner. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Let's send the tight end in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Reynolds. Turning it on. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They go to the ground. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, and go on to the next play.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got it, 1st down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be
this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run.
Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
The best running backs are the guys that can just snip out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Dropping back, it's Blake. Looking left. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They punted away on 4th down. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Got enough for the first down. He's got 42 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Nittany Lions line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
punt is on its way. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Give to the back. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Looking to throw, it's Blake. Uncorks one. Connection to the right. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Going with the ground game left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Dropping back, it's Blake. And they can't make the play on third down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
That gives him 54 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Ivy. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Denmark. And just Short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Finds the tight end. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week, right? It's creating turnovers. They are so opportunistic on that side of the football. They've got athletes. They've got dudes that are dangerous once they get the ball in their hands. And you saw it right there on that tremendous return.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And the D denied them on second and goal. The corners are walked up tight. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The RPO, it's complete. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Tight ends nowadays, they're oversized wide receivers. They run routes like wide receivers. They make people miss now in space. They're guys that are now featured in offenses where in the past that wasn't the case.
Running to the left. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Going to try to get it himself. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He's now up to 77 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Unloads it downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. The 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Leaves it with the running back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
To throw, it's Blake. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions in the first half of this game. He's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere. An absolute ball.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll go out of bounds. Just what they needed to get the ball back. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep getting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Well, the offense is trying to get aggressive. They're trying to hit the corner route, but just better coverage on the back end by the defense, knocking that one away.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Catch in the middle, it's McMillan. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Caught over the middle. It's Hilton. They've got the first down. Mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Blake. Under fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play.
A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Edwards. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up for him.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Wants to go up top on first down. He wants to take the top off. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Bulls will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in, it's Smith. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
That's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
They'll give it to the back. Cobb sliding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for us. With the catch, it's Denmark. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They're going to run it to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Absolutely perfect. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Scanning the field, it's Blake. Rushes on him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Got a man, it's Hilton. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. And the Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, and still not a lot of running room there.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside big. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of his spot.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. First play of the drive wants to throw. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The give on the inside. Got the first down and still on his feet. He's now over the century mark with 102 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And they're able to get him down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
Finds his tight end. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
And the Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And for the second time in this game, he'll try to knock through a field goal. This one a 41-yarder. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Back to throw, it's right. Scrambling away. Hubs it downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
He's got it. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's McMillan. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground. The Bulls will move the sticks. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10.
And in these situations, you're never looked at poorly, right? You can go for these situations because it's a really long field goal, so it's not a guaranteed make, or I can be aggressive offensively, and I like the choice. Be aggressive, get the first down. Nice job by the offense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for a man. It's Brooks. Going deep. Can't connect on his first throw.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Catch in the middle, it's King. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, you're seeing this offense and their aggressiveness early in this game. Opening drive, third down, taking a shot into the end zone. They don't get it. So do you stay aggressive now on fourth down and try to go for it?
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The give out of the gun. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Reynolds. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points.
Breaks into the open. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And how about the QB? We haven't seen it all game long, man. Nice job coming up big in a big moment in the fourth quarter. He says, nobody there, takes off, does it with his feet, and gets the first down.
Gives it to the back on the draw. Got enough for the first. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Wants to throw on first down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. He makes a grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Penn State.
Well, they were able to come out here week one and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. And the returner is stopped. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. To the air, it's right. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drop.
Picked off. A turnover in their own end. Taking it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Oregon is in trouble right now, and unless something drastic changes, we're looking at foie gras on the menu tonight in Eugene. They're trailing by 18 to Texas A&M. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Got his man. And a little more space to open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better. Right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Off the RPO, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. It's complete. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way. So the defense really needs to have a plan.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. The give as they work on that clock. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game one, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Back to the ground game on the left. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Looking to throw, it's right. Bringing the heat. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Bulls line up to punt it away. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.